Hey y'all, it's Trish Gloss, although I was hired as Trish Baruki back on June 10th, 2002. My last day at KTVL was September 17th, 2021. I was a reporter, anchor, interim news director for a little bit, temporary assignment editor, which felt like every single day. I edited a few newscasts here and there, and they never let me do weather, and I'm still mad about that. In all seriousness, I'm not gonna say goodbye to KTVL. I'm gonna say so long. I had so many wonderful teachers at this station in the very beginning who helped me be a better writer, a better journalist, ask better questions, be a better shooter in the field, a better editor. They caught most of my mistakes before they hit TV. And somewhere along the way, I turned into the teacher. I got to help train so many reporters and producers who came through the doors at KTVL. I got to pass on those lessons. I had the chance to pay it forward. When I look back at my time at KTVL, I only have fond memories. So many friendships, incredible friendships that I still hold so near and dear to my heart. Family, KTVL, seriously, you're gonna hear this a lot, the truest sense of family at KTVL, and we all have the Thanksgiving photos to back that up. You know, we were learning the ropes of journalism, and we had a blast doing it along the way. To all of our viewers, thank you for joining us all of these years through the new hires like me and those sticky broadcasts, you know what I'm talking about. Thank you for watching. And for all the people who came through KTVL, whether you were in front of the camera or behind the camera, we left our mark on this community. And no one can take that away from us. KTVL, I love you.
Hi, I'm Mark McClune. I covered sports at KTVL from 2000 to 2003.
And I'm April Warnicki. I was the morning and then the evening anchor from 2000 to 2005.
What a special place, the Rogue Valley. We loved our time there.
We actually met there working at KTVL. We're married. Now we work in Phoenix, Arizona and have 2 kids. We're so grateful for our time in the Rogue Valley. Absolutely loved it there and all of the very special people that we met working at KTVL.
Thank you, KTVL.
Hi, I'm Libby Dowsett, a reporter and news anchor at KTVL for nearly 20 years of my life. I saw all generations of reporters and anchors and producers come through the station. I got married, I had babies. It was a big part of my life. And just chatting with everyone in one big group chat this week and sharing photos, you realize how important KTVL has been in so many people's lives. So I am asking the local community to wrap your arms around local reporters like me, and we need you and you need us. So please support local news. And KTVL, you'll always be in my heart, newscast or not. Good luck, everyone.
Hey everyone, my name is Whitney Clark and I worked at KTVL from January 2011 to February of 2015. It was my first news job out of college. I was an MMJ, so I was a one-man band. I did it all out in the field. I eventually became the morning anchor and producer. Those were hands down the most transformative years of my life. I learned what it meant to be a journalist. I learned what it meant to be part of a community. I learned what it meant to serve the community. I felt truly welcomed by the community from day one. Every time I go back to Medford, it still feels like home. The Rogue Valley, Oregon will always feel like home. The KTVL newsroom in particular was just the absolute best place to start my career. I met people who became family, friends that became family, and it's hard not to get emotional thinking about it. But some of those connections that I made with you, the viewer, and with so many folks in that newsroom will just be with me forever. So thank you all so much for watching. It was a pleasure and an honor to serve.
I'm Kingsley Kelly, and I was at KTVL from 1993 to 1999, and again from 2004 to 2019. I just want to celebrate everybody at KTVL, whether they're in front of the camera or behind the camera. You're all part of an unbroken chain of community service and local newscasts that spans all the way back to KTVL's beginnings back in 1961. And not only newscasts, but parades and toy drives and telethons all of the things you did to make this community a better place. Thank you.
Hello everyone, this is Carson Courier. I was a reporter and weekend anchor at KTVL from 2019 to 2021, straight out of college, and I would never be the journalist I am today without the guidance and management that KTVL gives every single one of their employees. My heart breaks for management, for the journalists that no longer have a job because a station was just shut down out of the blue, a station that crafted so many amazing journalists. I just want to thank the Rogue Valley community and thank KTVL for everything you did for me. Truly, this is devastating, but I know that everyone who worked at KTVL or who no longer has a job after this is going to thrive and be the best versions of themselves and only become even more successful from this tragic event. Thank you everyone for believing in me back in 2019. My heart goes out to you.
I'm Rick Tillery. I was a news anchor at KTVL News 10 for 3 years, from 2011 to 2014. I was very sad to hear that the news operations at Channel 10 are going to be shutting down, because I have a lot of really good memories from the Rogue Valley, the station, and the people I worked with. We had a lot of fun, both on the air and behind the scenes. A lot of it you folks at home didn't get to see. Thoughts are with everyone back at Channel 10 in Medford. Be strong.
Hi there, meteorologist Liz McGiffin here, and I just wanted to say some of my favorite memories come from my time at KTVL. I had such a great opportunity to work with an amazing news team, so I wanted to say thank you all so much for working with me and really helping me to grow as a meteorologist and a forecaster while I fell in love with Southern Oregon. I've had such an amazing opportunity to meet so many great journalists and meteorologists along the way, and I'm really hoping that we can keep that connection going even as local news continues to change.
Hey everyone in Medford, Oregon, Molly Trotter here, now Molly Trotter Gomez. I got married in August of 2020. Just wanted to come on here and say thank you so much for just my time that I had back in 2012 and I believe to 2015 at KTVL. It really just set me up for so much success. I learned so much there, and I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing today, helping women really discover their voice and being able to share their story and helping them grow personally, professionally. So I am so grateful. I now live in sunny Southern California. Absolutely love it down here with my husband and just hope all is well back there in Medford. So love you guys.
This is Matthew Workman. I was on KTVL from 2005 through 2008, and it was the privilege of a lifetime to work with so many great and dedicated reporters, producers, and people you never even saw on camera. And if I could say one thing before all this goes away, it would be just support local news. Print, broadcast, online, doesn't matter. Just support local news, because when that dies in a community, something else really precious dies as well. So please don't let that happen. In Beaverton, Matthew Workman, News 10.
Hi, I'm Molly Smith. I was the last morning KTVL news anchor, and I just wanted to say how amazing it's been to work here. This job really did change my life. This was the first job I got in the industry, first on-air job I got, and it was just such a great place to work and a great group of people to work with. So a big thank you to all of the former KTVLers that were here before me and paved the way, and to all of my coworkers and teammates that I worked with while I was here. Love you guys, and I'll miss you.
Hi, I'm Michael Thornycroft. I'm a deputy district attorney up here in Marion County. But back in 2002 to 2006, I was an anchor there at Channel 10 for the 5, 6, and 11 o'clock newscast. And I got to work in a community where I grew up, Southern Oregon. I definitely miss Southern Oregon, and I miss Channel 10. So, for one last time, I'm Michael Thornycroft. Thank you for watching, and have a good night.
Caitlin Conrad here. I was with KTVL from 2011 to 2014. Truly some of the best years of my life. Losing this station is like a death in the family. For generations of young journalists, it was their first newsroom, our first home away from home, and one that we thought was always going to be there even if we moved away. And while this is the final goodbye, KTVL is my first news love that I will never forget. Mwah.
Carmine Jamay here, the evening news anchor and sports director over at Channel 10. And as we're closing up, just wanted to thank anyone who's ever given us a shot and made a connection with us through my 3 years here. I was completely welcomed in and feel honored to anchor the last local news broadcast here at NEWS10. It's been an incredible journey. You know, it's not many jobs that you get to be thanked for and get this praise and encouragement like you see behind me. We've posted up emails of people writing in and just wishing us well, and that means so much. And we got to celebrate so many sports championships at the state level for our great local teams, and also try to inform our audience about the important news of the day. So just thanks for that chance, and it's been a great time.
Hi, I'm Cree. I worked at Channel 10 between 1996 and 2011. In 1996, I was a junior at Crater High School, and I procrastinated until the only internship available was at KTVL. Turns out I loved working in the newsroom, and that set the course for the rest of my life. I was an editor, videographer, and on the production crew before I went to college, and then after college I was a producer. From covering devastating wildfires to Friday Night Football, I cherish all the stories that I was able to tell while I was doing my dream job in my hometown at KTVL.
KTVL, you were my first station right out of college, hit the ground running. I remember my first year here back in 2020 when I first arrived. We had the COVID pandemic first off that I had to report in when I first arrived here. And then later on, of course, we had to deal with the Labor Day fires of September of 2020. 2020 was a difficult year enough, but I think September really brought the community together, and this community was open arms with each other, with me, and has really embraced me in the past years I've been here. Started as weekend meteorologist, worked my way up to mornings, and eventually was chief, and that kind of just shows how much I really love this area. If I could, I really would stay here throughout my full contract because I love you guys. I love the community, and especially the KTVL family. I will miss it, but I will always remember you guys, and there will always be a special place in my heart. Thank you.
I'm Megan Allison. I was a reporter at KTVL from 2015 to 2017, and I have KTVL to thank for everything. It's what launched my career. I'm now a reporter at the sister station K2 up in Portland. I met my husband at KTVL, and it was home to just the kindest, most nurturing newsroom that I've ever worked in. I'm so grateful for all of the people that I met there and just the community as well. Southern Oregon was such an incredible place to live. It felt like home. I still like to go back and visit all of my favorite wineries and restaurants that I enjoyed while I was there. Just incredibly grateful for everything that KTVL gave to me.
I'm Will Metzold, and I was an anchor and reporter at KTVL from 2014 to 2017. I don't think high school sports get enough credit in Southern Oregon, but we covered tournaments in Portland, in Corvallis, and other places in addition to the regular season. I appreciate Chad's support of that, even staying up past midnight to do our online show. I also would be forgetting a major point if I didn't mention meeting my eventual wife at KTVL, Megan Allison, and that's turned out pretty well for me too. Thanks again, KTVL.
Hi, I'm Jessica Shambach. I was a weekend anchor and reporter at KTVL for a couple of years, starting in 2000. It was my first job out of college and really launched my career today as an evening anchor in Oklahoma City. And I have so many fond memories of my time there. I learned a lot about the TV news business, and I also met some really incredible people. It is a beautiful place to live, and I hope one day to come back to visit the Rogue Valley.
I'm Tom Ertepke. I was a sports anchor at KTVL from 1993 to 2000. When I took the job at KTVL and moved to Medford, I had no idea how my life would change in so many incredible ways. KTVL is where I met my wife, Julie. She was in the sales department, and we just celebrated our 28th wedding anniversary. Our best friends are all relationships that started at KTVL, and there's a group of us that still meet every month. Back in 1993, Tyree, Joe Brett, and I started Friday Night Football. It's the show that highlights all the great high school football in the area. That show lasted nearly 30 years. I worked with so many great people at KTVL: Jeff Palmer, Kim Farah, Leon Hunsaker, John Galfano, Kevin Lawless. Thank you, KTVL, for so many memories and a lifetime of relationships.
I'm Kimberly Terry, and I worked for KTVL from 2003 until 2006. I had a lot of fun in that newsroom and walked away with a lot of lessons and lifelong friends. I just want to say thank you to the Rogue Valley for welcoming me all of those years ago and for continuing to welcome me every time I visit. It means a lot to me, and I will forever be grateful.
I'm Dave DeRorange, and I was at KTVL from 2011 to 2017. News 10 gave me so many rich experiences, building relationships with so many in Southern Oregon and Northern California. A big thank you to the Rogue Valley's educators, police and firefighters, soldiers, faith leaders, coaches, doctors and nurses, and all those who work hard to keep the community a great place to raise a family, especially my News 10 journalist family in front of and behind the camera. Thank you for your legacy of stories that will forever be in my heart.
Caroline Davidson, formerly Whiteman, when I was at KTVL in 2004 to 2007, thanks to Gordon Godfrey, who gave me my first chance at an on-air job. I will always have fond memories of the friends and the family that I made at KTVL, and that community will always hold a special place in my heart.
I'm Barry Tevis, former promotions manager at News 10. I was at KTVL from 1978 to 2008, helping to promote News 10 over the air and with outside media. In my 30 years, I've had the wonderful opportunity to work with many fine newscasters. KTVL's newscast will be missed, and their legacy of keeping Southern Oregon and Northern California informed. So long and goodbye, News 10. You'll be missed and always have a big place in my heart.
Hi everyone, my name is Megan Wilgus, and I was a multimedia journalist and fill-in anchor producer for KTVL News 10 starting in May 2020. I am so sad to hear the news about KTVL News 10 because that is the reason why I am where I am today and why I'm the journalist I am today. And that's not only because of the community inside the newsroom, but also the community outside of it, especially through COVID-19 and the wildfires. You all showed me the strength of your community and what I hope to see when I move anywhere else in the entire world. Yours will always stand out the most to me. All I ask now is that you continue supporting local news, especially KDRV and Kobe, as they continue telling your stories. And please make sure to be nice to them when you see them out on the road, because they are just trying to do the best for you and getting your local news out, which is so important. And thank you to everyone at KTVL News 10, because again, I wouldn't be where I am without you.
I guess this is Farewell News 10. I'm Mike G., former promotion manager at News 10 many years ago, and I really enjoyed working with Trish Glose and Kevin Lawless and the whole team at Channel 10. Sorry to see that this segment of news is going away. Hope to see everybody around as we move forward. Thanks.
I'm so sad to hear about the closing of KTVL. It feels like the end of an era. And I know that you will be deeply missed in Southern Oregon and Northern California for the local news coverage that you provide. And I am very proud to have been a part of it in some small way. So thank you for providing news to the Rogue Valley and for covering stories that matter in your community. It's been an honor. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Train. In 2003, I was a tape operator, then promoted to promotions, and in sales by 2008 I left. But the time I spent at KTVL was some of the best time I've had in my creative career. And I think it's because we really believed in making a difference. And so I'm sad to see KTVL go, but I'm so happy I had those times with the community and with the staff. Farewell, KTVL.
Hello everyone, I'm Michelle Mather from KTVL, way back in the late 90s and early 2000s. I feel very sentimental about my time at KTVL. It was truly an honor to live and work in this beautiful community, and my news colleagues and all of you at home will forever hold a special place in my heart. So signing off now for one last time, for KTVL Channel 10 News, thanks for watching and good night.
Hey guys, John McMahon here. I was at KTVL from August 2020 to November 2022. I just left about 6 months ago for a morning show here actually in Cedar Rapids. I can't say enough great things about KTVL and all the people I worked with. It's where I got my start, and stressful at times, but we had a lot of fun, a lot of laughs, especially with some road tripping segments and the morning show as well. So it's really tough to see the station go, but I know the legacy behind KTVL and News 10 in general will live on in the Rogue Valley forever. So cheers to you guys and all the great things that we've done so far.
Hello, this is Chris Jones. My family and I spent 3 amazing years in the Rogue Valley from 2007 to 2010. I miss my KTVL News 10 family, and I'm still so grateful for the experiences we had together. Thank you. I miss you.
Hey KTVL News 10, this is Christy Gabriel, reporter from 2001 and 2002. Just want to say thank you for the memories. My experiences at KTVL helped launch my career in television, and I can't be more grateful. Sad to see you go.
Hello, loyal viewers of KTVL. This is former sports anchor Mike Ingram. I heard the sad news that KTVL is shutting down. So I wanted to check in and say hello, and that I had many fond memories at KTVL, many great coworkers. Met a lot of you guys when I was out in the field covering sports. I enjoyed covering Friday Night Football, going out to Butte Falls, hearing those chainsaws, covering Kyle and EJ Singler, doing Friday Night Fast Breaks, and covering all the sports stories in the Rogue Valley. I'm currently the TV and film and journalism teacher at Hamilton High School in Chandler, Arizona, and I also coach football. Just wishing you guys all the best. Take care.